With the 4th of July coming up here in just a couple weeks, we wanted to get a decent flag to put up on our flagpole. We've had them before, but they never lasted. We also don't want to spend an arm and a leg because typically they can be really expensive for decent ones. So we decided to scroll through Amazon to see what the options were, see what the materials were, how much they cost, how they were sewn, etc. So we ended up with 2 flags here. This was about $6 and this one was about 12 to 13. They are starkly different in their construction and their printing, so we'll see how they do. We're gonna go ahead and take out the $6 one first. We're gonna examine it and then we'll put it up for 3 days on our flagpole and see how it does. All right, I can tell already, so minus is, it is very cheap. You can even kind of see through it almost. The material is very, very cheap. The stars are not embroidered, they're just printed, and same thing with the stripes, they are just printed on. They're not like separate fabrics. It looks like dual stitching around the edges, so I mean it's better than not. But, and 2 like brass type grommets on the end. You can tell there's also just some like strings hanging off of it and some other stuff, so just kind of poor construction. So we'll go ahead and get this up on the flagpole and see how it does. As you can tell, it's windy here. So this is gonna be a great test for these flags. And a quick tip for all you guys just putting up flags for the 4th of July as well this year. When you raise your flag, it is technically correct. You're supposed to raise it as quickly as you can to the very top and then mount it. You don't want to bring it up slowly. Well, as you can see, it's already getting a pretty good beating, so I don't hold out too much faith that that one is going to hold up for very long. I'll be interested to see what it does after 3 days. So we'll check back with you and see how it does. Well, it has officially been 3 days now since we put this first flag up. So we're going to get it down and inspect it and see how it does, and then try the next one. Alrighty, well, as we expected, there's definitely some damage on here. Not a whole lot, but the end is definitely frayed, as you can tell. So that is no good, especially since it's only been 3 days out here. So otherwise, that's really the only damage. So, but overall, not that bad. So we'll go ahead and go inside, check out the next flag, and then we'll bring that out to put that up. All right, now we're gonna go on to the second flag. This one should be a lot nicer. Like I said before, we just want a flag that is gonna work, that doesn't cost us an arm and a leg, because some of them I've seen have cost upwards of $100 for a 3x5, 3x6 flag. So, anywho, we'll go ahead and get started with this guy here. So, same thing, double stitching around the edges, but it is a nicer material. It's not like the polyester that they used on the other one. This looks more like a nylon, as well as the stars are embroidered in. The tape on the side looks like a thicker type canvas. It's much more sturdy, and it looks like sturdier brass rings on the side. At the end, which is where it's going to get the most force and destroy the easiest, it also has quadruple stitching on the end to make sure it doesn't fray off. The wind here at the high desert or Apple Valley is incredibly strong, so that is our main concern with flags, is that they're going to get ripped up on the end. So we'll go ahead and put this one up for a few days and see how it does. All right, so we got our next flag. Like I said before, it actually looks really good. That quadruple stitching on the end will come in handy in this wind. So let's get it put up. Alrighty, well, we'll see how this does in another 3 days. Well, it's been another 3 days, so we'll go ahead and check out this flag and see how it does. Hopefully we can keep it up for more than 3 days. Okay. As you can tell, it looks like 0 damage along the edges, so thankfully that quad stitching helped out quite a bit. There's one small bit right here that came off, but other than that, the entire rest of the flag has like 0 damage and it's in really good shape. This flag would definitely be my choice if you want an inexpensive but durable and quality flag that'll at least last you a little bit. These are extreme conditions here in the high desert because of the wind, so pretty much anywhere else, this flag that was only about 13 bucks should last you a long time. If you want one, make sure to check the links below in the description as well as the pinned comment, and we'll see you next time. It wasn't windy until we got started. Oh no! So the knot came undone. I gotta try and grab it. I gotta wait for one gust to die down. And I know the moment I leave to go get something to hook it, it's gonna come down and then touch the ground, which is not good. You know where we had, holy cow. Everything got wrapped up on camera. Only thing I could find was a broom. So hopefully it'll get low enough I can snag it. Ugh. Whew. Jiminy Christmas.